Welcome to a new test and teardown video. This time we're going to play with a little bit more homebrew equipment. Look at this absolutely beautiful power supply. At first when I got this one, I had the idea this might be very, very old because of the kind of the design and the way that it's made with those finger screws and this indicator. It's just everything about it looks like it's really, really old, including this little meter here. That's also super old tech. But what I recently discovered is this one, July 2010. So it's 12 years old. That's it. Look at that, we've got some cables here, so I think I don't know what that is for, but spare fuses and test cables you can detach like this. So I mean, this way you get everything with you and you're ready to do. How long is this cable? And here we go. So that will be the cable, and then you can screw this onto the different outputs. That will be a car battery charger, right? So that is the, I think that will be the main idea. And then mains cable is, I mean, isn't this just cute? And then there's a schematic that explains everything. So there's a bulb, a 19-volt bulb over the 11 volts output, AC output. And then you can select, that will be the 3 different settings here, right? And then I don't know, positive, negative, and the 10 amp fuses in here, mains on off, and then this is the meter for 20 amps or I mean 20 volts or 10 amps in this meter, right? And look, everything here is homemade. Even this door release system. Isn't that just cute? So that means when we close this, okay, let me try and see if this works. Let's put it in here. What did I do wrong? Okay, like that, right? Where are we going to put this? Like that. What am I doing wrong here? Okay, let's put it up here. Oh, now I figured this out. Look. Isn't that cute? I think this box is like an IQ test all in one. Now it fell out again. So I fail absolutely terrible on this test. Why can't I close the damn thing here? Hang on a second. I was actually able to assemble it, but there's something wrong with this, the distance and the adjustment of this screw. So that is not working. I'm also a little bit afraid about the 2000 volts here. So what is the idea? And this whole unit is really, really heavy. Look at the detail here. So that will be, this is the way the case is assembled. I think we should take off this and see if we can look in. There was probably something written here before it was painted. And there's also, look at the bottom here. That is a little bit interesting. What is the idea here? Oh, I think we need to open this a little bit. This is definitely a screw that will make some nasty marks on your table. Okay, so the feet are those pieces of wood. They're now removed. And look at that, it says number 3 and number 4. Well, that's funny. But now I can see that'll be screws probably for the main transformator. So let's see if we can get a little bit more inside this unit. So now we are in. What I did here is I just took this wire and poked a little bit, and then it came out all by itself. And this is because it was tensed and then screwed. This is what you can never ever do. The first rule of everything, actually. So that's not going to work. So I think this transformator is from a microwave oven, and this also explains the very high voltage output here. And this, there's a secondary winding that was added, and this is for the charger. But this is a very, very big microwave transformator, so I need to see what else is in here. That will be the screws to hold this plate. Yeah, look at that. Let's see if we can get in there. It is real easy to disassemble. I just took this off and yanked a little bit in the wire, and of course the next one just more or less fell out again. And now I can access both of the screws. Then I removed all the brass finger nuts here, just to show you. So this is a real cute switch, 3-position switch. And look at the way the brass here was filed. So this copper switch will actually lock into place when you screw this. So that is a switch that will easily handle 10 amps. Look at that, so cute. Anyway, let's see if we can get a little bit more in. So I just unscrewed the 4 screws in the bottom here and flipped the case, and now everything is out. But you gotta see this. Somebody spent quite a lot of time building this case. Look at that, all that effort that went into creating a little bit extra space for the transformator. Oh man, and the screws here in the top. It's just absolutely amazing. I totally like it. And here we got the secondary windings. And yes, this is definitely a microwave transformer. See, one extra winding, but he didn't need that. And then I believe this is the mains on-off switch directly. Look at that. Let's get some light here. I don't know if you can see this here. Why can't we see this? No. So the sharp parts of this soldering here is kinda, see? Okay. This is quite alright. But there isn't really any distance here, right? Some really big, powerful diodes. Ooh, see? Well, there's not a good connection here. Let's check out the other one. If there's any. Oh, this one is good. No. See? This is all loose as well. Oh, that will be the current sense resistor, fine-tuned for the correct current. Isn't that exactly how you would do that, right? So this is connected to the meter. Oh, there's another. No, this is the switch where you can select between voltage and current. So that works pretty well. And then we got some voltage divider resistors and stuff. I mean, this unit is clearly made by somebody who's very old and using very old parts and using old kind of style on everything inside this unit. Just for the fun of it. I mean, you can see this this meter is from 63. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Why would you take out the 2200 volts here? This is really, really dangerous. In just banana plugs like this, anybody could easily touch this. But of course it says here 2000 volts, so this is unfused, directly connected. Yeah. Oi, 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 oi. This is where all the death and destruction comes. And this is one of the really, really big micro oven. Oh man. It is really, really heavy. So yeah, I'm so sorry, but I'm not powering this up. I don't want to kill anybody and I don't want to get hurt. But what I am going to salvage is this super nice indicator bulb here. I really love that one. So that is a good score. Yeah, that is definitely how it's going to be. Oh, that switch is also huge. It's definitely coming from something else. And yeah, there is no mains fuses as well. You see, this is mains going via the switch and directly to the transformer. So yeah, that means completely unfused high voltage as well. Oy, 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 oy. I don't know if the guy who built this one realized how insanely dangerous this unit would have been. I hope nobody used this ever. Yeah, I think I will end this video right here and right now. I hope you had as much fun as I did. I think this is one of the examples of what we should not do. I mean, yeah, okay, we got some pretty good heat sinks on the diodes. See, there's a 10 amp fuse in here, I guess. So that will be, the fuse would be, yeah, on the, where is that located? Okay, so it's here, right? Yeah, okay, it says here where the fuse is. So you also got unfused AC output, but the fuse goes to the DC charger. Or also a good idea if the bridge here kind of shorts or something. But again, unfused AC output. What is this good for? Here's a little bit about the diodes. So they are BYY22. Well, that's funny because the others, they're 23, aren't they? So that is a little bit weird. Yeah. So they're different. You see? BYY23 from Mullard in Holland. So this is 400 volts, 15 amps. So this is definitely a high voltage diode, and not that high forward current. But in this power supply, they're used for very low voltage but very high currents. So that was not the perfect diode for the job, by the way. So I'm done doing the disassemble. There's quite a lot of good metals that will go to a few of my friends that kind of collects good metals like brass and copper and such. Those are actually quite cute. Yeah. By the way, half of all the screws here and half of all this, it's just, it was really that loose. It's not that I kind of made this, and half of all the other screws I was assembling, all the different wires and such, they were just loose, all of them. I actually don't know why. And one of them, there was a, this one's supposed to be a, there was a wire soldered in this one, and I just touched it a little bit and then the wire fell out. So, oops. But this is some really nice, thick copper wire, I guess. Maybe this is from the old days when microwave oven transformers, they were actually made of copper. But if you see here, That will be the constant current loop, or the current shunts. I think this is what they're doing. So they will make this into a constant current kind of source. And this is exactly what is needed for microwave oven use.